Hey Sartan Nation! It's week 3 of the Sartan Weekly from the Sartan Center. Activities, athletics, community service. Miss Lucas keeping it all together in one roof. All for our kids, all for our Sartans. So last week, let's go back and look at last week. Big Sports Week, we kind of kicked everything off, except for cross country, and we'll get to that in a little bit. But we definitely had a great busy first week.
We did, Jeff. We got to kick off volleyball, who went to Cleveland last Tuesday. It was a rough start, but that's okay. Cleveland's really good, but so are our girls. So they came out a little nervous, didn't play the way they could, but we're doing okay. So we didn't win that one. That's all right. It doesn't matter. Girls soccer started last Tuesday playing Sandia Prep. Again, we won that one 2-1. It was a rough going at first, a little nerves, getting used to each other. So that's typical for the beginning of the season. Boys soccer started last Wednesday, played Capital, and did really well. 9-0 against Capital. The boys look good. They're young. They are very young. They played really well, so that was good to see. On Thursday last week, Jeff, volleyball hosted Rio Rancho, and you were there doing the announcing, which was fun. The girls played phenomenal. They played one of the top 5A teams in the state. We ended up losing, no big deal. We lost 3-1, but they were competitive games. And if the girls play like that and keep building, watch out. They are going to be phenomenal. On Friday, what happened on Friday, Jeff?
Well, Friday was club day, and I hear was really amazing. I was out of town, had to be at a wedding, but the club day went well. Luell, lightning, snow, rain, a little bit of behavior issues, but we'll get to that some other time. But Friday was a great day for St. Pius. Sports-wise, there was nothing going on, right?
No,
but
nothing on Friday. Saturday, we had
Community Stadium.
Home football at Community Stadium, also known as the Hot Box. Extremely hot down there on that field and with all that concrete. We played Kirtland Central. We did really well. It was a back and forth game, and at the end, the boys prevailed. They held on to win that game. I think it was 42-35. Yeah, 42-35. And it was close. It was tough. The heat really started getting to everybody, so that's tough to do. But they prevailed, and good for those guys. This coming week, we got a full slate of games going on. Nothing today, which is Monday. Originally, we were going to have C-Team football kickoff against Valley. Valley was unable to field the C-Team this year, so C-Team football was going to have to wait another week, 2 weeks. They'll kick off on Monday, the 13th of September. Tomorrow, volleyball, home against Los Alamos. A big 4A matchup. These will ultimately have implications in seeding for state. So a lot of these games are very, very important. Boys soccer will play Bosque Prep, and boys JV soccer will play immediately after that game, which starts at 4. JV boys will play Albuquerque Academy around 5:30, 5:45. So that's an important game for the boys there. Let me check my notes for a second. Oh, there we go. Nothing on Wednesday, so we're good on Wednesday. On Thursday, volleyball will host Sandia Prep, a team which got us last year, so watch out, Sandia Prep. The boys soccer will go to Hope and play. The varsity will play at 3:30. The JV will play around 5:15. And girls soccer hosts Hope here at Pius at 4 o'clock. Rematch of the state championship game last year, which we won. On Friday, I got to turn it back over to Mr. Turcotte because this is a big day.
Friday is the Super Cinco, which is our home cross-country meet. Something that I came up with, I think, about 10 years ago about cross-country. Normally, all 7 runners run, 5 of them score. In our meet, the number 5 runners are defined by the coaches. They line up, so there's only one athlete from each school. Right now, we have 30 schools coming to it, so it's the biggest meet in the state. But it's like I said, it's like a cross country dissected in a sense. So all the 5 runners run, then all the 4s, 3, 2, 1. There's always something going on out there. It's a very unique format that as far as I know, no one else is doing, but everyone loves it. It's a lot of fun. Friday afternoon, the first race is 4 o'clock, and those are all the non-varsity runners. Then they move on to the 5-4-3-2-1 format. So if you're on campus, if you can find a spot on campus, it'll be a crazy afternoon at St. Pius starting at 4.
On Saturday, football at Milne Stadium. We are the visitors playing against Valley High School. So this is a big game, another 4A opponent that we need to do very well against. It'll help with our seeding for state. One thing I got to remind you guys, there will be no tents down on the field to cover up the athletes or the sports med kids, because the way Milne is structured, you have a canopy up on that field, nobody can see the field, you won't be able to see the game. So there will be no canopy, so hopefully it's supposed to be cloudy, it's supposed to be a little rain, so it should be really nice for everybody, but please come out. So Milne Stadium, 1 o'clock, St. Pius are the visitors, so we'll be sitting on the east side of Milne Stadium.
So all you Booster Club folks, remember, this is a visitor game, so
Yeah.
can't get in free. But please come to Milne. We'll be on the small side of the field, bleacher-wise, but let's show Valley that we have more supporters. So good luck to the Sartans, and come to the game Saturday.
Yeah, and Jeff, I wanted a little surprise for you. So we got a couple of special guests that I've asked to come in today. Trey and Julian are weightlifting instructors. I wanted them to come in and talk to you, talk to our Sartan Nation about what they do, how they do it, and why they do it. So let's go ahead and bring in Trey and Julian.
That's great. Okay, next up, we have one of the most important programs in athletics that supplements all our athletes. I'll let these guys introduce themselves and tell us a little bit about what's going on in our weight room with Steadfast.
Hi guys, my name is Trey.
And I'm Julian.
And we are Steadfast Performance. We've handled the strength and conditioning program here for the last 5 years, I believe. And so our whole program is based on really athletic development from our freshmen all the way to our seniors. At St. Pius, handle about 9 teams, 9 sports, probably roughly about 13 teams if we talk about the C team and the JV and the varsity. And in our weight room, every single day we'll see about 150 to 250 athletes. We work in a 3-hour time frame, and in the 6 years we've been here, 5 years we've been here, we've done a really good job with each coach that we work with every single team to really get the most out of it. We have groups of maybe 5 or 10 kids in the off season to a full in-season team like football with 60 kids, and we, with the buy-in from the coaches and the team, we've done a really good job to just get, like I said, the most out of each athlete, each team, whether it is handling some bumps and bruises that they got from their sport, or trying to build up monsters in the off season. Either way, we try to work with each team based on their season and their sport specifically.
So Steadfast Performance is also the only strength and conditioning program in the state of its kind. St. Pius is the only school that has that kind of a program for their athletics. That is a full encompassing freshman through varsity, freshman through seniors, C team through varsity, every sport. They get a comprehensive program for their needs for that sport. Only one of its kind compared to any other school from around the state, 5A through 1A. In addition, the longevity is one of the biggest things we kind of talk about, is that freshman through senior. So we do like to see our athletes come in that freshman year, start to learn about those foundations of form, technique, really exploring their athleticism a little bit, and then from there, year to year, really be able to build on that. And then once we're getting to those upperclassmen ages, they're able to really be kind of, the big athletes on campus and really being that varsity athlete of their sport.
One thing that I hear as a coach and through Juanita is that injuries have definitely gone down since you two have been here with us at Steadfast. What can you speak to that?
Yeah, so absolutely. So just once again, building on the overall program, the goal is some injury prevention, making sure athletes are constantly being able to play their sport, whether it's on the field, court, no matter where it is. The goal is that they're able to play the sport they want to play. Our training has really helped a lot of those athletes, not only when they do kind of deal with any of those little minor injuries, they're able to get back as soon as possible. And then we're really navigating not having a whole lot of major injuries through our seasons in any of our sports. That's been a big jump for us, is making sure that athletes are just safe and ready to play.
So with St. Pius too, we also handle a multitude of programs. Obviously, we talked about the sports, but we also work with the faculty. Faculty is not like our sports program. We both obviously train outside of St. Pius, and so we try to bring in some more of our fitness mindset of either weight loss or strength or whatever goals that some of the teachers have here as well. We try to offer that to them. We know that when you get outside of the and are trying to do your own thing, own training at maybe some gym down the street, some people are intimidated by that, and so we try to obviously build up the confidence of our athletes, but we also try to build up the confidence of our adults to really know that when they come into our weight room, they're getting the right knowledge, the right exercises based off of what their needs are. And then from there, we try to build either
just building a confidence that they're welcome in a similar program that we have. What I mean, just the idea of getting coaching and getting help and taking advantage of the extra that Pius provides, which is us and that weight room and the facilities, and them being able to take advantage of those extra things that the school provides, which once again isn't provided elsewhere. Adult population is something that we've handled before, and then it's obviously something that teachers can come in, feel comfortable, feel like they're part of the program, feel like be a part of the community as well.
So with each one of our programs, we really try to have everyone off of the same type of principles. We base ourselves truly off of getting the most out of each individual athlete, whether it's a starter or whether it's someone on the bench, whether it's someone who's out there just to be with their friends, or whether it's someone that's out there to get a college scholarship and go play this to the next level. We try to give the best, and when we do that, we have our focus on really strength. I know a lot of people will always want to have a lot of weight on the bar, but that is not our base principle. It's the movement quality, and then from there we add the strength. We also do a ton of nutritional talks with the teams as well. And we will even do build-up talks on here to really get that out there, just in case some teams or some athletes may have not gotten that yet. And then as well as the recovery. We talk about sleep. We talk about things to do away from us. We talk about things to do away from the field, the court, to really get the most out of, like I said, if you're just a student, getting the most bang for your buck to feel good at class, feel good for school the next day, or obviously for our athletes, to feel good, to get the most out of it, to where when they come back, they feel fresh and recovered for their games or practice.
All right, Sartans, that's week 3 of the Sartan Weekly. We thank Trey and Julian for coming in, talking a little bit about Steadfast, recapping our first week. Very successful week. But always remember, Sartans, we're held to a higher standard at St. Pius, and your parents spend money for you to come to this school. And again, we're a Catholic school. Please, let's always remember the Sartan standard is a little higher than maybe just any other teenager. So we expect a lot of you because we know you can give it. Have a great week.